Scene Script. Have you ever wondered about the origins of 3D gaming and how it revolutionized the video game industry? The mid-90s, a time of change and innovation, marked a pivotal moment in the world of video games, the dawn of the fifth generation. This was a time when the gaming landscape was set to change forever. The world of gaming was transitioning from flat, two-dimensional graphics to a more immersive and realistic three-dimensional environment. This seismic shift was brought about by the advent of fifth-generation consoles, which were designed to handle the complexities of 3D gaming. These consoles were not just about improved graphics, though. They were also about better sound, more immersive gameplay, and greater storage capacity, thanks to the introduction of CD-ROM technology. This was a time when pixels and sprites were replaced by polygons, and when the gaming world as we knew it began to transform before our eyes. The shift to 3D graphics was not just about aesthetics. It was about bringing a new level of depth and immersion to the gaming experience. It was about making the gaming world a place where players could truly lose themselves. And who were the key players in this era of transformation? Three names stand out: Sony with their groundbreaking PlayStation, Nintendo with the iconic N64, and Sega with the forward-thinking Saturn. Each of these consoles brought something unique to the table, and each played a crucial role in shaping the future of gaming. The PlayStation, with its sleek design and powerful hardware, was a game changer. The N64, with its innovative controller and focus on fun, brought a new level of joy to gaming. And the Saturn, with its emphasis on 2D gaming and arcade ports, reminded us of the roots of gaming even as it looked to the future. This was an era of innovation, a time when the boundaries of what was possible in a video game were being pushed like never before. It was a time of experimentation, of trial and error, of bold ideas and groundbreaking technology. This was the era where gaming took a giant leap forward, setting the stage for the future of video games. What were the games that really defined this era, you ask? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a nostalgic trip back to the fifth generation of gaming. This era was truly a golden age, bringing us iconic titles that pushed the boundaries of what was possible in a video game. First up, we have Super Mario 64, the first in the series to feature three-dimensional gameplay. This wasn't just a game, it was a revolution. It was like someone had flung open a window and let in a fresh breeze of innovation. Suddenly, we weren't just moving left to right, we were exploring a vibrant, fully realized world where every corner held a new surprise. Super Mario 64 didn't just show us the potential of 3D graphics, it set the standard. Next, let's talk about Final Fantasy Then. This was a game that proved video games could tell epic, emotionally charged stories just as well as any movie or book. Its complex narrative, unforgettable characters, and groundbreaking graphics made it a standout title of the era. It wasn't just a game, it was an experience, one that left players awestruck and eager for more. And who could forget Resident Evil? This game took the survival horror genre and turned it up several notches. The intense atmosphere, the eerie sound design, the relentless tension, it all came together to create a game that was as thrilling as it was terrifying. Resident Evil didn't just scare us, it seared itself into our memories. These three games, Super Mario 64, Final Fantasy VII, and Resident Evil, were more than just popular titles. They showcased the potential of 3D graphics and immersive storytelling, paving the way for the games we enjoy today. Each one pushed the envelope, challenged conventions, and expanded our understanding of what a video game could be. These games not only defined the fifth generation but also left an indelible mark on the gaming industry. They were pioneers, trailblazers, legends, and their influence is still felt in the games we play today. So, how exactly did the fifth generation change the gaming landscape? Well, to start with, the fifth generation saw the introduction of analog controls, a pivotal step in the gaming industry. Before this, games were primarily controlled using a D-pad, which offered only 8 directions of movement. However, with the advent of analog controls, gamers suddenly found themselves with a full 360 degrees of movement under their thumbs. This not only increased the level of precision in gameplay, but also opened the door to a whole new range of game genres that were previously impossible to implement. And who could forget the importance of memory cards? Prior to the fifth generation, most consoles relied on passwords or internal memory to save game progress. With the introduction of memory cards, players could now carry their game saves with them, trading and sharing their progress with friends. This was a game changer. Quite literally, making gaming more portable and personal than ever before. But that's not all. The fifth generation also witnessed the rise of multiplayer gaming. Before this era, most games were a solitary experience, with any multiplayer aspects typically limited to local co-op or competitive play. However, the fifth generation introduced us to the concept of playing video games with people around the world, laying the foundation for the online gaming communities we see today. From the first tentative steps into the world of online gaming, we have seen an explosion of massively multiplayer online games, online leaderboards, and even professional esports. The ability to connect, compete, and collaborate with fellow gamers across the globe has become a defining feature of modern gaming, all thanks to the innovations of the fifth generation. So, when we look at the impact of the fifth generation, it's clear to see the profound influence it has had on the gaming landscape. From the introduction of analog controls and memory cards to the rise of multiplayer and online gaming, the fifth generation was truly a game changer, paving the way for modern gaming as we know it. What is the legacy of the fifth generation of gaming? This is a question that invites a journey back in time, while also exploring the present and future of the gaming world. As we delve into the legacy of this era, we find ourselves in a world of gaming that is still profoundly shaped by the innovations of the fifth generation. It was a time that pushed the boundaries of what was possible, and its impact can still be felt today. In the fifth generation, 3D graphics took the center stage, becoming the new norm for video games. This was a revolutionary shift from the previous 2D graphics, offering an immersive, three-dimensional gaming environment that added depth and realism to gameplay. Today, it's hard to imagine a world of gaming without 3D graphics. They've become fundamental to how we experience games, from the sprawling landscapes of open-world adventures to the intricate details in character design. But the legacy of the fifth generation isn't just about the visual spectacle. It was also a time when storytelling in games took a significant leap forward. The fifth generation saw video games evolve from simple, goal-oriented tasks into complex narratives with emotional depth and character development. These games weren't just about winning or losing, they were about telling stories and creating experiences. Today, narrative-driven games continue to captivate millions of players around the globe, thanks to the foundation laid by the fifth generation. The fifth generation also birthed timeless classics that continue to enjoy popularity, even in the face of rapid technological advancements. Iconic consoles and games from this era have found a permanent place in the heart of gamers, with many still being played and celebrated today. This enduring popularity is a testament to the quality and influence of the fifth generation. The fifth generation left a lasting legacy, and its influence can still be seen in today's gaming landscape. It's a time of gaming history that we continue to learn from, to be inspired by, and to build upon. Its innovations and advancements have shaped the way we play, create, and experience video games. And that, folks, is the power of the fifth generation. To wrap up, let's revisit what we've learned today. The dawn of the fifth generation of gaming was a pivotal moment in the history of this beloved form of entertainment. It was during this time that we saw the introduction of groundbreaking consoles that forever changed the gaming landscape. The PlayStation, the Sega Saturn, and the Nintendo 64, each with their own unique features and capabilities, brought about a new era of immersive 3D gaming. But it wasn't just the consoles that defined this time. Iconic games such as Super Mario 64, Final Fantasy VII, and Resident Evil were born in this generation. These games, with their compelling storylines, innovative gameplay mechanics, and stunning graphics, captivated gamers all around the world and set the standard for future game developments. This fifth generation also made significant strides in terms of technological advancements. We saw the shift from cartridges to CDs, the introduction of analog controls, and the beginning of online multiplayer gaming. These developments did not only enhance the gaming experience, but also opened up new possibilities for game design and interaction. The influence of the fifth generation didn't stop there. Its impact reverberated throughout the gaming industry, shaping the way games are developed, played, and perceived. It was during this time that gaming started to be recognized as a legitimate form of art and entertainment, with games being celebrated for their creative storytelling, artistic visuals, and emotional depth. The legacy of the fifth generation is still very much alive in today's gaming world. Many of the features and standards set during this time are still in use, and the games from this era continue to inspire and influence current game developers. The fifth generation of gaming was truly a revolutionary era, and its impact is still felt in the games we play today. Thanks for joining us on this journey back in time.